You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Jeff Simon. I am the proud principal of Payson High School. I would like to welcome each of you to tonight's commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. Before I begin, I would like to give a special welcome to those seated with me on the stage. Our superintendent, Dr. Greg Wyman, who's been our fearless leader for the past 5 years, our colleague, friend, and supervisor that will be sorely missed. Our governing board president, Ms. Barbra Underwood, our governing board vice president, Mr. Shane Keith, along with our other board members, Ms. Jolynn Shinstock, Ms. Joanne Conlon, and Ms. Michelle Marinelli. Thank you for joining us tonight. I would also like to recognize our high school's administrative team, our assistant principal, Ms. Michelle DeWyron, Mr. Rich Ormond, our athletic director, Mr. Brian Young, our student achievement teacher. Apparently you paid a few of you off. Mr. Young will also be reading the names of the graduates tonight. I would also like to recognize Ms. Ashley Brownlee, who played a large part in planning tonight's event. Of course, a huge thank you goes to our guidance counselors, Ms. Linda Griffith and Mr. Don Heiser, who have both put in countless hours assisting our students in their journey towards this moment. Mr. Heiser will also be serving as the MC for tonight's ceremony. Of course, we are especially grateful for our parents, grandparents, guardians, family, and friends who have joined us here this evening. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing these talented young ladies and gentlemen with us. No, really, talented. I'm serious about that. I would like to welcome our Payson High School staff, many of whom are doing several different duties tonight to make sure this event goes off without a hitch. I would also like to recognize the middle school and elementary school teachers who are here with us tonight, who have played an important role in the lives of tonight's graduates. They're right back here with us as well. Finally, a huge welcome to the class of 2019 who we honor here tonight. If you would please rise for the singing of the national anthem performed by our own Payson High School Choir, directed by Miss Lisa Tan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ms. Tan, and our PHS Choir. That was an outstanding job. Sit back down. Sorry. I know that we worked on that. My bad. It is my honor to mention tonight that some of our graduates have chosen to defend our freedoms by joining one of the branches of the armed services. Would those students who have made this commitment please rise and remain standing to be recognized? As we recognize our PHS heroes, I would like for them to know that they are joining a brotherhood and sisterhood of heroes who have been protecting the freedoms of this country since its inception. Having said that, I would like to recognize all veterans and current members of the armed services. Would you please rise and be recognized along with our graduating heroes? Mr. Orman, why aren't you standing? Thank you very much. You may be seated. Here at Payson High School, before we start any classes, meetings, or gatherings, we do what we call as good things. I thought I'd modify it a little bit by me telling everybody some good things that has happened this year with our graduating class. Out of our 23 dual enrollment offerings, our students, in large part this senior class, earned over 1,200 college credits this year. Yeah. Mr. Cole Tenny was selected as a merit scholarship finalist, which means he ranks in the top 1% of the 3.8 million graduating seniors nationwide. Olivia Hobson received the Presidential Spirit of Community Award and the President's Volunteer Service Award this year. Lilia Smith was the recipient of both the John Philip Sousa Band Award and the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. I figured we'd get a little more cheering out of the band over there. That's it. That's what I like to see. The class of 2019 received roughly $1.475 million worth of scholarship offers this year. We had at least 11 career and technical education seniors receive an offer to participate in post-secondary programs or begin their career related to their program of study right after high school. We have 24 career and technical education students who received their industry-recognized certification at the pass rate that is, in most cases, were greater than the state and national averages. We had 33 scholar athletes and 3 academic All-Americans. We have 9 students receiving athletic scholarships to participate at the next level, 4 of which will be participating in D1 athletics. So I could go on and on about good things, but I'm sure you guys are ready to graduate. I just wanted to let you know that the class of 2019 will never be forgotten with or without the business cards. I'll give you my business card. All right. In less than an hour, you will no longer be high school students, but students of the world. And you might be somewhat taken aback by the adult world of work, taxes, insurance, and the daily grind. What you will also find is that there's pessimism and cynicism everywhere. As Solomon Kahn states, it is easy to surrender to pessimism and cynicism, to become cynical or negative yourself. If you do, with all the potential that you have, it would be a loss. It would be a loss for yourself, your family, your community, or even humanity. To fight the forces of negativity and to increase the net positivity in this world, to optimize the happiness of yourself and the people that you love, here are some tips and tools that I would like to leave you with. Start every morning with a smile, even a forced one. It will make you happier. No, really. Replace the words "I have to" with "I get to" in your vocabulary. Smile with your mouth, your eyes, your ears, your face, your body, and your heart at every living thing. Be a source of positivity, energy, and optimism. Surround yourself with people that make you better. Believe that you can accomplish anything. Just the belief will make you strive for more. View stressful situations as nothing more than a game of strategy. One that can be won if you stay focused on what matters most, while not allowing your emotions to get in the way. If you find yourself arguing with somebody whom you respect and love, surrender yourself to the shared identity that you have with that person. Stop arguing and give them a random hug. Make people feel that you care about them. Even better, actually care about them. Make people feel that you are listening to them, or actually listen with your ears, eyes, brain, and heart. When you gain or lose material things, remember how little they mean relative to your health and relationships. When you feel stressed, take a deep breath and keep moving forward. Try to build true empathy. Remember, we are all wrong from time to time. Remember that whom you choose as your life partner is a far more important decision than what career you choose to pursue. If you are lucky enough to find a true equal, someone who fills your heart with joy and emotional contentment, with whom you have deep shared values, who respects you and loves you for you, no failure or conflict will ever get in the way. If you feel inspired, take action with it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you shouldn't. Remember, success does not find you, you have to go out and get it. On a similar vein, pride or fear should never be a reason why you close your mind to an opportunity. So go forth with the next chapter of your life, but leave space for your passions. Remember that you are much, much more than a title or bank account. And if you give your passions room to breathe, you might find that is all that is needed to keep moving forward. In closing, I would like for you to imagine yourself 50 years from now. You're in your late 60s, nearing the end of your career. You begin to ponder your life, your career successes, how you've been able to provide for your family. You'll think about all of the great moments that you've had with your family and friends. But when you start thinking about all of those things that you wished you had done just a little differently, your regrets. You can guess what that might be. Maybe you wish that you had spent more time with your children, that you had told your spouse how much you loved them more frequently, that you could have smiled more, laughed more, danced more, and created more, that you had better use the gifts that you were given to empower others to make the world a better place. Just as you're thinking of those things, a genie appears and gives you a second chance if you really want one. The genie snaps his fingers, and all of a sudden, you find yourself right here where you're sitting today. It is May 24th, 2019 at Payson High School, and you begin to realize that you really do have a chance to do things over. You have the same career successes and deep relationships, but now you can optimize. You can laugh more, dance more, and love more. You can be the source of positivity that you wished that you had been the first time around, and so much more. So now, the question I give to you, what will you do with your chance? Congratulations, class of 2019. I truly wish you all the very best in the next chapter of your life.
Thank you for coming with us tonight. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Headstream and the Pride of Payson, our award-winning band, for their song as they play Bohemian Rhapsody. Thank you, Mr. Headstream, and our outstanding band. And now everybody present understands why they are an award-winning band. That was outstanding. Next, I would like to introduce Miss Lisa Tan and her Payson High School Choir singing Imagine, originally performed by John Lennon.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today.
Imagine days of our dreams. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No, and no religions too. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. He said, I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. You may say I'm a dreamer,
But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Thank you, Miss Tan and your choir. That was beautifully done. Next, I would like to introduce Miss Kajal Daya for the valedictorian speech.
Good evening. What an honor it is to be standing before you all today. Welcome, faculty members, family, friends, and fellow graduates. What a memorable and inspirational evening this is. Let us all take a moment to thank all of our teachers, administration, and staff at Payson High School. Looking into the crowd, I see parents, friends, and family members who have supported us not just these 4 years, but throughout our lives. I want to thank you for standing by our side and always believing in us. Your unwavering support has taught us what we know today and has given the toolbox for tomorrow. I want to take a couple of seconds to say thank you to my wonderful parents who have always been there for me. My parents' hard work has taught me that nothing is given to you in life and that everything has to be earned. You have both been the best examples of how to learn, love, and believe in myself. I can never thank you enough for always standing by my side and being my #1 fan. First, let me start off by saying we made it. We are actually sitting here today despite all of the challenges we have faced. This is not the end of our journey. We are merely at the crossroads of our life and choosing the paths that we are going to take that is going to define us for who we are and what we believe. As we sit here today, we mark the end of an extraordinary chapter full of timeless laughter and memories, and many nights filled with last-minute homework assignments. For tomorrow, we embark on another adventurous chapter of our lives where we are ready to take on the world. As we leave here today, let us all take a moment to look back on all the memories we have shared together and the everlasting friendships we have all created. We will never forget the thrill of Friday night lights as we sit on the bleachers cheering and chanting. Athletes, you will never forget the rush of adrenaline you feel as you step out onto the field or the track. Every time you scored a touchdown, kicked a goal, shot a basket, hit a home run, perfectly spiked the ball over the net, and ran as fast as you could has shown us all your dedication. We will remember the thrill of competing at competitions and qualifying for state. All the late-night practices and all the hard work has gotten you where you are today. You will never forget the relationships you have all formed with your teams and your club members, the friendships you have all made, and the bond you have created to transform your relationship from friendship to family. We will remember all the fun times we had going on club trips, attending dances and plays, and lunchtime shenanigans with friends. After tonight, we head down the same path to pursue our passion and our desire to become successful. We have all shared the same footsteps throughout this school and will part ways to pursue our jobs, experiences, and milestones that lie ahead of us. Along the way, we will experience failure. We will make mistakes, and we will fall down. But that is okay, because failure is unavoidable. It is through failure where we can achieve the most success, because it allows us to learn our most valuable lessons. Some of our most successful leaders in our world experienced failure first. However, they did not allow their failures to define them. Instead, they pushed through the barriers holding them back and stood up stronger and taller than they ever did before. We must do the same. As we head down the path of success, we must remember that success is not always defined by wealth, but by the quality of life you live. The path towards success and the path towards failure are parallel. C.S. Lewis once said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." There are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. In the end, we must realize that success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And finally, let us be the breaker of chains. Break the chains that hold us down and prevent us from moving forward. Break the chains that ties us to social media and falsely defines us for who we are. Those chains of mediocrity that make us average. Break the chains of darkness that cover us with hopelessness, the chains of normal that prevent us from doing what is right and just. Break those chains now. Warren Buffett once said that the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. Break these chains. It is time for us to take reins of life and help shape the future, for it is ours. Let us go out there, roll up our sleeves, and show that our generation can do it better, faster, all while still being mindful of our peers, environment, and humanity. Congratulations, class of 2019. It's time for us to take on the world, and I wish you all the best of luck in the next chapter of your lives.
Thank you, Kajal, for those words of encouragement and hope for the future. Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Cole Tenny for the Salutatorian Speech.
I will not be doing any flips, sorry. Sorry. Good evening, Payson. Or, as we're maybe more affectionately known at our sporting events, good evening, P-Town! Yeah! P-Town! Good evening, all you beautiful, wonderful people. Thank you all so much. Class of 2019, can we hear it for all these beautiful people that are all here for you? Come on. Thank you all so much. Hey, I'm not above a little self-love. Let's hear a little noise for us, right? Yeah? Yeah. All right. Serious business now. No, listen, I need a favor from you now that that's done, okay? I get to talk for the next 5 minutes, not you. Got it? No, listen, serious. Repeat after me. No audience participation. Good. Wrong. There's a test. Yeah, you failed, Luis. All of you failed. Seriously, come on. Thank you. I'd be remiss if I didn't begin by acknowledging and thanking everyone who made it possible for me to be here and speak to you tonight. There are too many of you to name. But if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if he's talking about me. You're darn right I'm talking about you. Thank you all so much. I want to talk to you guys tonight about a little thing called a PR. If you don't know what a PR is, you clearly haven't been around any track and field athletes in the last few months because it's all they will talk about in season. A PR stands for personal record. Anytime you do something better than you've ever done it before, that's a PR. In the world of track and field, PRs are everything. And really, it's no wonder why. Personal records come with huge sense of achievement, the satisfaction of hard work paid off, sometimes even a high five from Coach Ball. They're a big deal. Here's the thing. If you ask practically any track athlete, runner, jumper, thrower, JV, varsity, you ask any of them if they'd rather set a personal record or place first overall and get the gold at a meet, 9 times out of 10, they'd rather have the PR. I want you to let that sink in. We, as humans, would rather see progress and improvement in ourselves than underperform ahead of our peers. That's the energy I want to take into our lives and into the world. Class of 2019, celebrate your personal records. Take pride in every victory in your life, large or small. Celebrate the achievements that don't earn medals, your accomplishments that maybe no one else even knew about. Revel in personal records, because these quiet victories are what make us better and better each and every day. I want to give you some examples of PRs I think we should all celebrate. So I looked up some statistics, did the math. You guys know how much I love math. Here's what I found. Ladies and gentlemen, and this includes all you beautiful, wonderful people here tonight, today you set a personal record for most days lived consecutively on the planet. Yes, congratulations, yes. You can see Coach Ball for your high five after the ceremony. And you didn't just wake up today either. You got out of bed. You put on clothes, you faced the day. You embraced the day. And while, most of us had to put pajamas back on to come here tonight, it's still very important that you get up every day, go out, chase your purpose, and every day you do that is one more day than the last. And that's an accomplishment that shouldn't go unrecognized. Seniors, we're all about to set a PR for a number of high schools graduated. 1. All I have to say about that is thank goodness they won't make it to do it again. No, I kid. I'm truly thankful for what we learned here at Payson High School, including most of what they were trying to teach us, and a lot of what they weren't. I want to introduce you to another powerful idea we discovered during track season. Brock, where does it start? Right here, yeah? He did it wrong. He had one job and he did it wrong. Thank you. Please, no audience participation. It starts right here. For those of you listening at home, I'm tapping my head. Because for anything to happen, you have to see it in your mind. And you have to believe it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. That's for you to decide. But whatever you want to happen in your life, whatever PRs you want to set, you start by seeing it up here. I'll give you a head start though. Here's one thing I believe, and I want you to believe it too. Class of 2019, you have what it takes. And I want you to say that to yourself. Yes, thank you, Elena. Whenever you aren't sure, I want you to remember where it starts, and I want you to say to yourself, I have what it takes. Because you do. Because whatever life brings, you have what it takes to face it, to come out better because of it. One last thing. Class of 2019, I want you to remember that while you have what it takes, you also have what they gave. So I need your help again. We're going to break our one rule because I can't possibly thank everyone that got us all here without you guys' help. I want you to take a second, okay? Think of someone who made an impact in your life. Someone who helped make you who you are. Someone who you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. It can be mom, dad, brother, sister, your best friend, a teacher or staff member. Goodness knows they all deserve our thanks. I want you to take this person, and I want you to be thinking about them. Because on the count of 3, we're all going to yell, thank you, and then the names of those people, okay? So it's going to look like this. Practice round, I'm going to do it. I'll count to 3, and we'll all yell in unison, thank you, Mom, or whoever you pick, okay? You with me? You guys got it? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mom! Perfect. Thank you all so much. Class of 2019, please celebrate every personal record. Remember where it starts. You have what it takes. Thank you.
Thank you, Cole. Once again, you are correct. They have what it takes. I would like now to introduce the student body president, Miss Elly Schreur.
Hi, my name is Elly Schreur, and I've had the honor of being your 2018-2019 Student Body President. There is so much I want to say and so many pieces to put together that when I think about you and I in high school, it is just one big puzzle. But maybe that's just it. We are just pieces putting each other together, and I'm here to thank you for being a part of making me who I am. We are all puzzles, effortlessly breaking down and building back up. You are constantly giving pieces of yourself away. Each person to your left and right, in front and behind you, all around you are pieces of your puzzle. In a puzzle, you have 4 corners, and all of which are the foundation of who you are. These 4 corners that build us up are made of our friends, our family, our faith, and ourself. Friends, they are the people you would give all of your pieces to, even if it means losing too many yourself. To my best friends, Race Matthews, Sadie Haslow, Hunter Harold, and Chloe Beeler, I hope you know I've never taken you for granted. Thank you for sharing pieces of yourself with me and taking my pieces without judgment. You make this life so much less scary. I hope all of you guys here find people to confide in, people like mine. I couldn't have chosen better people to share my pieces with. Thank you for giving me yours when I needed it most. Most people here would say you don't get to choose your family, but that just isn't the case for me. To my parents with the most beautiful hearts and siblings that taught me life in all the best parts, thank you for building me up and always being in my corner. I'm lucky to have grown in the family that I did. I hope I can always be somebody you're proud of. To the Belchers, the Keiths, and the Brownlees, I am blessed you decided to stay in my life just as much as I wanted you in it. You all make me the best version of myself. You, class of 2019, make me the best version of myself. I hope you are lucky enough to have a family like mine, and if you are not, I hope you know class of 2019 will always be your family. Your true self is the biggest piece to your puzzle. It makes you who you really are. You are sharing yourself with each person you encounter, but you must never lose sight of who you are becoming and how much you have grown stronger. There are times you feel you are losing too many pieces, that life is coming at you entirely too fast, or people are breaking you more than building you. But my advice, take it. Take pieces of all the puzzles they are willing to give you. Do not lose sight of everything you have built up, or let what people say or do to you make you feel too broken to rebuild. Let your weaknesses make you work harder at being stronger. Remember, you can only lose too much of yourself if you are willing to lose it. Do not let yourself be lost in others' pieces. Your identity is the only thing about you nobody can change. I would say, congratulations, you have made it, but the fact of the matter is there are going to be hardships and bullies and situations you must face. This is just the start of real life. I encourage you to face them all head on. You have an identity and a purpose and a passion for things others might not. I've learned that there's so much to life outside of high school. Places you've never been, things you've never seen, people you've never met. You are all destined for great things. I hope all the while you never let the struggles and losses let you do anything but rise above. You are always going to rebuild, no matter how many people or how many times they tell you you will not. Faith is the 4th and final corner piece to making you who you are. It is something not all of us have, something maybe some of us struggle with, and that's okay. But it is faith that gives you courage to build up all your corners. Even if you do not find yourself reaching to a religious figure like God, turn to the people that make up your corners. Susie Belcher, Presley Keith, and Carl Adcock have taught me how to fall short of my own expectations and stand back up, because it is okay to be weak. But that means having faith and believing in your strength to get back up. My teachers like George Conley, Nicole Ward, and Ned Shaw have taught me that even at your lowest, success is never too far away to reach. You are always closer than you think. My father, the strongest man I've ever met, and my mother, the woman with the most full, forgiving heart, have taught me to turn my fear into faith. Having faith isn't always about praying to a God some of you may not believe in. Having faith is trusting in your ability to overcome. Have faith in yourself like I have faith in you. I hope if you take one thing away from tonight, it is that life is scary, and it is okay to be afraid. In fact, I hope today you are the most scared you've ever been, but have the courage to thrive despite it. I hope you continue to take away all the pieces you can from each person that comes into your life in all the best and worst ways. You won't fit into each puzzle you meet, but each part of yourself holds potential to be something that can change the world. Make the most of each of your pieces. It'll be a masterpiece when it's done. I would say you made it, but my friends, this is only the beginning. I can't wait to see all the ways you have broken and come back together the next time that we meet. I wish you all the world, and I hope you use today as an opportunity to take it, but never let it take you. Keep breaking apart and rebuilding. There is endless opportunity for who you'll be. Class of 2019, thank you for changing me and letting me change you, for taking my pieces and giving yours right back. Keep giving it everything you've got. I can't wait to see everything you become. Until we meet again.
Thank you, Elly. Wonderful words of wisdom to share with your classmates. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Barbra Underwood, the school board president.
Welcome, family, friends, and most of all, Payson School graduates. Today, in this moment, you are the ones that stand out. The diploma you will receive is evidence of your hard work, sacrifice, commitment, and perseverance. For the past 13 years, you have been working towards this moment. You started with your ABCs and learned to tie your shoes and kept growing and learning. Now look at you. I'm honored to be here tonight to celebrate with you and your families as you cross this finish line. But I'm also here to cheer you on because this is your starting line to a new chapter of your life. As you sit here today, think back upon the people who inspired you, your family, your friends, your teachers, coaches, staff, and perhaps a neighbor or an employer. They have given you the tools to help you build your future. Although each of your paths are unique, just like you, I hope you use these tools to build an incredible future. Perhaps Forrest Gump was wise beyond his years when he said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." Each of you will leave here and travel different roads of life. Some of you will go on to college, others to trade schools. A few will make the honorable choice of joining the armed forces and serving our country. And part of you will go directly into the workforce. But all paths will enable you to be successful and productive citizens. Confucius once said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." I commend you for taking the first step tonight. On behalf of the Payson Unified School District Governing Board and the Payson community, congratulations, class of 2019. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Mrs. Underwood. It is now time for the Declaration of Achievement for the class of 2019. Mr. Simon, will you?
It is my honor to report that these candidates have satisfactorily completed all of the requirements necessary for a high school diploma from Payson High School and from the Arizona Department of Education. I hereby certify that they are eligible for graduation. Ms. Underwood, I therefore request you to confirm the graduating class of 2019. Thank you, Ms. Underwood. Mr. Young, would you please read the names of the graduating class of 2019 for the presentation of diplomas?
Kajal Daya. Cole Hunt Tenny. Reagan Nicole Ashby. Chloe Ann Beeler. Amy Lynn Borges. Taylor Marie Brody. Kaylee Adele Carnes. Brock Curtis Davis. Samuel Ribeiro Garces Doria. Hannah Elizabeth Goldman. Olivia Dana Hobson. Katrina Sydney Kendall. Perla Luna. Race Carson Matthews. Peter Joseph Mangini. Mercedes Tiana Miranda. Jerusha Marie Payne. Ibeth Perez Garcia. Tara Lynn Ramirez. Haley Michelle Roberson. Gage William Ryden. Megan Ray Ryden. Elly Grace Moon Schreur. Lilia Marie Smith. Andrew Paul Ward. Savannah Catherine White. Michael Anthony Uggan. Ariana Catherine Anderson. Joshua Nathaniel Bacon. Tanea Leanne Bahi. Demi Jo Drew Baker.
Demi, congrats.
Zane Jeffrey Bartlett. Sierra Bassett. Bobby Lynn Bogarow. Jessica Denise Benitez Marcial. Bobby Rose Lynn Benkert. Shaylee Marie Bowman. Xing Juan Brower. Rachel Lorraine Brundage. Elena Celeste Burciaga. Ronald Jack Butler. Carly Jean Carpenter. Kayla Leanne Cartwright. Jesus Allen Cerna. Kevin Chavez Cerna. Hannah Mae Chapman. Janie Chavez Mora. Lexis Mary Ellen Collins. Azucena Maria Coronado Vasquez. William Carey Dawson. Tanera Shayna Dean. Luis Diaz Bajorquez Jr.
Good job.
Alejandro Silverio Dominguez Ramirez. Morgan Rosemarie Ellenberg. Autumn Rain Ernst. Serena Ray Flyshaker. Charles Alston Francis. Caitlin Joe Gann. Christine Janelle Gasson.
Christine, congratulations. They love you over there.
Devin Lewis Gladden.
Devin, congratulations.
Olivia Renee Hagel.
Olivia, congratulations.
Isabella May Honish.
Isabella, congratulations.
Michael Preston Hartley.
Michael, congratulations.
Justin Chase Hawkyard.
Justin, congratulations.
Andrew Paul DeWitt Henning.
Andrew, congratulations.
Jordan Daniel Hill.
Jordan, congratulations.
Michaela Jennifer Ann Hill.
Michaela, congratulations.
Jake Jocelyn.
Jake, congratulations.
Taylor Sophia Keeney. Caitlin Marie Kennedy. Meredith Charlotte Kiekenveld. Angelina Michelle Knorr. Taylor Jordan Coquez. Melissa Catherine Laspisa. Jason David Lyons. Tanner Sabri Mansour. Taylor Rayanne Massey Yates. Alex Wade Maston. Timothy Martin McCarthy. Michael Vernon McIntyre III. Zoe Michelle Montiano. Gunnar Isaiah Nanty. Kayla Lynette Nash. Rylan Ray Neese. Dylan Jarrett Nichols. Ashley Nicole Nunez. Carson Lane Eastman. Kyla Joan Pacheco. Keon Tamos Leo Maximus Padilla. Michael Lawrence Pasamonte. David Lino Pasquini Jonason. Curtis Anton Potvin. Calvin Cody Proctor. Miles Randall. Robert James Reinhardt. Austin Taylor Rice. Makoa Manuel Rich. Alina D. Robertson. Anastasia Lee Ryden. Renee Michelle Sarnowski. Zachariah Kane Sawyers. Leitna Marie Siniela. Kobe Jace Smith. Lacey May Smith. Maylee Dawn Soriano. Stephanie Lynn Stockton. Javier Tablas Tapia. Lars Hansen Tanner. Quade Hansen Tanner. Micaiah Marie Taylor. Anissa Chanel Thompson. Hunter Isaac Thompson. Sebastian G. Maritsky Thompson. Annabelle Vargas Estrada. Lily Princess Vela. Ivan Thomas Wade. Logan David Wallace. Alexandra Ann Whaley. Jonathan Zacharias Weichman. Caitlin Ann Wilbanks. Brian Carl Wintrich. Salvador Zermeno.
Next will be the singing of the Payson High School alma mater by the Payson High School Choir.
On a sacred hill neath the Mogollon Rim stands the school above the rest. On a rose of pines enshrouded still, a place I love the best.
We learned of life, its ups and downs, of battles won and lost.
To strive for honor, quest for truth, of friends whate'er our cause. Yes, Longhorn pride runs pure and strong, from our horns down to our tails.
Thank you, choir and Miss Tan. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Race Matthews, our senior class president for the changing of the tassel.
While we are celebrating the end of one part of our lives, we are also beginning a new part that holds so much promise for every one of us. We are starting our own individual journeys in life. However, no matter where our journeys take each of us, we will always be able to remember this special moment we all share together and know that there is someone we can connect with despite how different we all are. With all this being said, this is the last act you will perform as Payson High School students. Will the class of 2019 please rise? Please move your tassels from right to left.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our 2019 Payson High School graduates.